Hi. Hello. Stream freezing so bad. Alright, yeah. It's just visual, right? Visually it's weird, but it's not like connection lagging, right? It's just visually lagging. Because the opening screen is always like this. The opening screen is always visually lagging. I don't know why. I definitely need to get around to fix that, but yeah. It'll fix itself once I get to the main screen. Just give me a second. Just one more thing that I gotta pull up. Also, heads up. I'll be clearing my throat a lot and potentially coughing every once in a while. If you guys were here on my previous Yu-Gi-Oh stream, you would have known that. But my throat is currently not in the best... not in the best condition. It's been better. It's certainly better since last time I streamed. But, yeah, I am still... My throat is still not the best right now. I will be doing that a lot. So, pardon me for that, if that's a little bit disturbing. Alright, let me move on. Hi, hello, ignore the spooky scary skeleton over there. But hi, hello. I feel like I haven't streamed Battle Cats in a long while. I've been into the Yu-Gi-Oh content for a little bit. But I do want to stream Battle Cats. It has been a bit. Gameplay? There's actually no gameplay. This is an update review. This is an update review stream. So there is no gameplay. But I have been trying to like grind the... I mean, there's really like no events going on right now in Battle Cats. It's just the 11th anniversary stuff, which is just grinding. As like, I don't think I really need to stream that. I guess I could stream like, I've been trying to push through UL a little bit. I guess I could stream that maybe, but whatever. Oh, I forgot to change the game name. It's currently still Kill All World Devs. Hold on, give me a second. No, you know what? Maybe I'll just leave that there. I'll just leave the Kill All World Devs up there. I'm sure it's fine. White, yeah. I'm so tired of Battle Cats grind. There's currently just nothing going on right now. Oh, also, let me just move to this screen while I wait. There's just currently not anything going on right now in Battle Cats, I feel like. Like, I still log in. But even then, I don't even log in daily. Like, I guess there's, like, Dojo. There's... What? There's... the 11th anniversary grind. And I guess there's Darwin. Like, I haven't done Darwin, I suppose. But, like... I think that can wait. Like, I think that can wait. I log in to do all ZL torture and log out. I haven't done ZL in a little bit. I am still kind of behind in ZL. I definitely need to catch up to get to Darwin as quickly as possible. But like, yeah, the ZL has not really been like that interesting either. It's like I do these off stream and sometimes I think, oh, should I be like saving these for on stream stuff? And I play the ZL as just like spamming the same bullshit for like 50 different stages, and it's like, yeah, maybe not actually. This is not that fun. It's not that fun of a content. You're still clicking cookies? No. If you look down here, it says welcome back. Well, you were away, which was like 7 days. I have not really been touching Cookie Clicker at all. There's really also been nothing going on with Cookie Clicker as well. Like, the only Heavenly Chip upgrades that I need are just like the ones that are for the building stuff, and then there's nothing more. It's just restarting the same grind. So no, there's really been nothing with Cookie Clicker either. Modern ZL is turning into slop. I don't know, man. It's like, I mean, Legend stages have never really been like the highlight of Battle Cats, if that makes sense, but also, I don't know, I guess it's just been so stale that like it feels like you kind of have just got the game figured out, that at this point you're really just running like the same 10 units over and over, and it's just like it's oh, let me get a drink. I don't understand how people do 4-star Lusa. I feel like 4-star Lusa is just... Like, what do you even miss on 4-star Lusa? Can? That's it? I guess the manic meat shields, but... It's like... I think 1-star and 4-star Lusa, the only difference you have is just no can, right? No, I guess no bullet train as well. No can and bullet train, but like... It's like, yeah, I guess that's kind of annoying, but like... That's really the only two things that you're missing out from 4-star Lusa. Like, you still have Courier, you still have Royal Guard, you still have Slime, you still have Boulder Cat, you still have Super Cat, you still have Bahamut, you still have Doron, Nala, and you still have Doron and Nala, like, and Dogumaru. You're only missing out on Can and Bullet Train, which is a big deal, but it's like it's not that big of a deal. The consequences of not adding a new trait. I mean, they added Sages, which I think is cool, but I think they don't add any new cool Sages. And even if they do, I feel like it's just so brute force. Everything is just really brute forceable now, so I don't know, man. True Super Feline. I guess that's true. You are missing on True Super Feline, yeah. But I feel like a lot of people don't have True Super Feline by the time they reach Lusa anyways. Like, I think most people don't even have, like... most people don't even have, like, plus 20 Super Feline at this point. Metal Cat? I guess so, yeah. What was the last stage? Sage Darwin? Is there a new Sage over Darwin? I'm not even sure. What's your idea of a good Sage? There is one good Sage, and that's Oldstritch. I think Oldstritch is a great Sage. Oldstritch is a really good Sage in my opinion. Something like that, you know, compared to something like what what's his name, the Hna? Like, the Hna is such a boring Sage. It's like, ugh. There's so much Sages that feels like this doesn't really need to be a Sage. I guess Dark Dober is also a pretty decent Sage, I would say. Dark Dober is pretty neat. Diabrolo? Diabrolo's a good enemy, but I feel like the Sage trait doesn't really add anything to it. If anything, the Sage trait feels like it's just a weakness instead of being a cool and interesting thing, if that makes sense. Like, I think Diabrolo is a really cool enemy, but I feel like even if you take out the Sage, it's like it's just the same enemy. Like, you don't need a Sage. Dogenstein? Not really. I think Dogenstein's a fine enemy, but it's not really a good Sage, you know? The brawler wouldn't change if he wasn't a Sage. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like... I don't know. That's because the Oss are good enemies in general. Yeah, but I also think that Ostrich in particular is a good one because you have units like Volter and Psycho Cat, which are supposed to like counter these sort of stuff, but the Ostrich isn't weak to that, and I think that's cool. Lackey? don't think so. I don't. I think Lackey is also another sage that feels like. Wait, is Lackey a sage? I didn't even remember. Wait, Lackey? Wait, Lackey's a sage? I didn't even remember that. Is Lackey a sage? If Lackey is a sage, which I genuinely don't even remember, that's I feel like another thing where it feels like it's just sage for the sake of it, and if anything, that's just like adding a weakness instead of like making it like better or something. I don't know. Angel Lackey, yeah. Is Angel Lackey a sage? I genuinely don't even remember. Oh yeah, you are. You have the crystal. Wow, I do not remember this being a sage. Yeah, I don't know, man. This feels like they only give this a sage just so that Socrates is able to tank like Angel Lackey better, and that's it. And it's like that's such a lame way to make a sage, man. Leprude? That's not a sage. Leprude is not a sage, but Leprude is a good enemy. Bear Sage? I think the biggest question is why haven't like I feel like the most obvious sage candidate is Boar, but they have not made a Boar sage for some reason. Like I feel like that has to be like the most obvious like sage, right? Like Sage Boar has to be the most obvious one, and they have not made that. I don't know why. Owl Browley, that's also another stage that doesn't matter on why it has a stage or not. Everything has their own gimmick, but Subject kind of don't when an enemy is like Behemoth Sage or whatever. It doesn't really change the enemy. But that's only for Behemoths. Like Sage actually have Sage actually have stat change because Sage have the internal debuff resist, right? The debuff resist makes Sage interesting. That's what separates Sage then from like Behemoths and stuff. That's what makes it cool. But then they keep on adding a bunch of Sages that are like basically just Behemoths, and it's just like boring, you know? Relic Sage Boar? Yeah, like at that. Relic Sage Boar. Like that'll be cool. Sage Boar will be metal? That could actually work. That could actually be kind of funny. Cause like a sage, cause like a boar, a metal boar or a metal one horn, for all it's worth, is like you just use Puppet Master and Hoop Master on it. It's like it just dies. But something like a sage boar that is a metal could actually be kind of cool. Well, quote unquote cool, but you know what I mean. And also Bun Bun, yeah, Bun Bun. Bun Bun and boars are, I feel like, should be the most obvious candidates for Sage, but they just don't make it. Bun Bun, Boars, and Auros, and I'm glad they made Old Stretch one, but they don't make Bun Bun and Boar as Sage, and I don't know why. I feel like that's the most obvious one. I feel like Bun Bun should absolutely be a Sage. Where's the cookie? Okay, fine, here you go. I hope they don't make a Sage Razorback. I feel like I hope they do. Like, we're definitely up to a point where we can totally brute force Razorback, even if you don't have something like Nono or Chibigao. Like, we definitely can brute force Razorback nowadays. So, like, just let us do it, dude. let us use like Dark Laser or some shit for like a Sage Boar, you know? Razorback is bad by enemy design, but like I feel like I've already mentioned this in my Bombercat video, but like one of the main reasons why I felt like that was really bad was because it was very much made to be paired with Bombercat, right? But like now we're on this late game. The players are expected to have a variety of a bunch of other anti-darks that surely if you have something like a Sage Razorback, you have so much other anti-dark to choose from that, like, even if you get locked out of Bomber, you're completely fine, It's like in early mid SOL, it's like, yeah, if you by the time you fight Razorback, if you don't have Bomber, there is like a good chance you're screwed. But if you're in ZL, it's like, sure, you have like a billion other anti-darks to work with, Key and lock game design, yeah. You have Gunslinger, I guess? Yeah, but Gunslinger fucking sucks. Isn't Dogenstein just 200% wild Doge? I mean, Dogenstein, I feel like it's kind of a reverse wild... Well, not reverse wild Doge, but like Dogenstein is more tanky. It's, I think one thing that I actually kind of appreciate about Dogenstein is, unlike something like Gabriel or Dark Doge that have like a... If anything, I feel like it is kind of close to Relic Doge. It's like if Relic Doge has actual stats, I feel like. Because like it actually like pushes, right? You haven't uploaded in 1 month. Brother, I literally just uploaded last week. I upload every week. Like, I'm still uploading every week. What are you talking about? 2 weeks ago, I uploaded 2 videos in, like, 1 day. Relic Cappy? Relic Cappy... I mean, I guess that's fine. I feel like that's not gonna be too interesting, but, like, yeah, I guess depending on, like, what you do. Sage Cyclone. Sage Cyclone is basically Aku Cyclone. But yeah, something like that. Like, it might not be like the most original idea ever, but I feel like it would be so much more interesting than the likes of like Angel Lackey, Like when Sages came out, I always have thought it's like, oh man, this is a cool subtrade. They could do a lot of cool, interesting thing with it. Fast forward, like, how long ago was Sage? Like, when was Sage introduced? It was in Terractes, right? It's 2023. Like, okay, well, it's January 2024, so it's like 2 years ago at this point. And they've made, I feel like, so little interesting Sages. Like, Terractes is cool. Dogenstein is whatever. Tassiriel is whatever. Dark Dober, I think, is cool. Dr. KO is whatever. Technold is whatever. Ulstrich is cool. Owl Brawley is whatever. Newton doesn't really need to be a Sage. Angel Lackey is whatever. I guess I haven't fought Darwin, so I can't say much about it. Diabrolo is... It's a cool unit, but it doesn't need to be a Sage. Nova, I feel like it's probably the same. Owl Brawley is the same. It doesn't need to be a Sage. It's bad, though. Shachiko... Shachiko is terrible as a Sage. Literally, the only reason why Shachiko is a Sage is so that it gets destroyed by Edie. That's it. Like, out of all of the Sages here, the only actually cool and interesting Sage is like Dark Dober and Ulstrich, and that's it. Like, it's kind of lame. Like, some of these enemies are cool, right? Like, I think Diabrolo is cool. I think Angel Lackey is alright. It's pretty neat. But like, these do not need to be Sages. A lot of these feels like it's just a Sage, just so that Sage killers have something to target it with. Which is like, that's so lame. Bonus never seems to do anything cool with subtraits. Colossus is Baron slop besides Jackrabbit. Chibi Claymon is man. Behemoth is ass courier slop. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I kind of already... what's the word? Like, I'm kind of already accepted that stuff like Behemoths and Colossus is not really going to do much and is just going to be purely for targets. Just so that it's a weakness for your own cat unit to target. But Sages actually introduces something cool, and I was hopeful. And now 2 years later, they added like 2 cool Sages, and that's it. Dicey, think over the 6 months. Thank you. Well, when will you review 15.4? In a bit. Was there thought on Narita UF? I forgot what she... I mean, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. She got, like, Explosion, right? I'm pretty sure. Pride Month is coming soon. I pray they add gay cats. Brother, they've already had Windy and Tundia, like, since day one. Like, you can't say that you have, like, matching... you can't say that you have, like, matching socket tail and not be like gay. Like, come on. Like, you have matching socket and pluck tail. That's like the gayest shit ever. Like, look at this. You have the socket there. It like matches exactly with the plug. It's like how is that not gay? It's the gayest shit ever. Also, we literally have Bombercat and Razorback, you know. We have the Yaoi. We have the Yaoi in there too. You don't get it? They just do everything together, like share food, rent, showers, beds, yeah. Oh my god, they're roommates. They were roommates. You think Sage enemies are bland? Like Sage the Spice? I do not know. There's a spice called Sage. Where's my Yaoi cats? Not Eva. Oh yeah, we also have the Yaoi and Yuri combo. That's true. You gotta make your own. You gotta make your own fanfic, dude. We don't have enough. We don't have enough Vigler artists out there on Twitter. Be the change you want to make. Be the Vigler artist. But then again, I feel like recently I've mainly just seen people like shipping Vigler with Kai, which is because of her because of their semi-related combos. It's funnier to ship Vigler with Sumo Cat though. We have Sonic and Shadow in the game. That is true. That is true. What about Relic Sage Dolphin? We already have a Relic Sage Dolphin. Vigler just loves that rice ball, true. Sumo cheated on Vigler and that's what the combo was about. I don't even know, man. I don't want to get into the Vigler Sumo Cat drama. Some wild ass sentence coming out here. I gotta blow my nose real quick. I'm gonna mute my mic. Give me a second. What if Rice Ball cheated on Vigler for Kai? Alright. You fanfic writers gotta get on it. Cheating Rice Ball love triangle. This fucking... This Vigler love thing is crazy. So when we get to AO3 or to write this, I don't wanna look at Battle Cats AO3, dude. I'm sure there's gotta be some entries there, but you know. Do you ship any Battle Cats characters? I assume you're talking. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of characters that I feel like are meant to be shipped, if that makes sense. Like, you know, like Tanya and Windy are, I feel like they're basically meant to be shipped, right? But or something like Ororun and Terun, which maybe not exactly shipped, like they're gotta be like friends at least, but like I don't think I have like any ship that are like clearly not obviously from the game, if that makes sense, you know. Mina and Musashi, I thought about that at some point, but I feel like they would just be funny housemate. Urun and Terun are clearly roommates, that's what I'm saying. Fat Rice Cat with Chef Cat? True. Did you read the in-game announcement? Which one? Hime, Yuri, and Ruri? I feel like Ruri? No, I don't know about that. I feel like Hime Yuri wouldn't really give a shit about Ruri. Cyberpunk and Sniper Cat, true. All right, I gotta stop talking about shipping and Battle Cats, dude. I gotta stop talking about shipping and Battle Cats. All right, let's just actually get to version 15.4. All right. All right, let's get into the version 15.4 review. Let's get into it. Titan and Kirihime. I mean, that one's a confirmed ship, but you know. Airstar, thank you for the member. Thank you. You know, it says a message from Honus that Brown Macaron discusses changes the effective date around G10 within 6. I mean, yeah, this is what we're gonna be talking about. This is exactly what we're gonna be talking about. You know what the actual best ship is? Mighty Dreadnought X itself. I mean, it is a ship. But yeah, anyways. So let's talk about 15.4. This is an update that has just released 5 days ago. And it will be planned to come out in June 10th. It's, well, right now at the time of recording, it's May 30th, as you can see on the bottom right. It's currently May 30th, so it's not out yet. It'll be out in 11 days. I do want to say that the release date is interesting, and it's kind of like something to kind of take note of. One, if you're maybe like watching this from the future or don't really, you're not really experiencing what we're having right now, but our last update was quite a while ago. Let me open up 15.3. Should be safe to open 15.3, right? Our last update was April 1st and April 21st. So it's been quite a while. Usually updates roll out in about like 1 month or maybe slightly longer than a month, but this is basically like almost 2 months. It's been almost 2 months since our last update. So I think it's pretty crazy that this take a long while, but the reason for that is because they're changing a huge part about how speed ups work and about how gold membership works. So there are some stuff to talk about over there as well. Sorry. I think also another thing that is kind of interesting is that Slashers, thank you for the member, thank you. Another thing that I think is also interesting to take note of, if you notice here, the release date for Japanese and international is 20 days long, right? There's like 20 days gap. This has been quite common, I would say, for EN and JP for a long time, is that JP more or less will always have their update about 20 to 30 days before EN will get it. Whether it be like translation issue or whatever. But this one, we get it in like, what, like 15 days? Yeah, like 15, 16 days, which is slightly faster than usual. I was expecting this to like come in much later for EN, but like I feel like the gap is like kind of getting shorter, which is good. It's like usually a month or yeah, it's like usually a month or like 20 days ish, but like this is getting a little bit shorter, not by that much, but I do wonder if they're trying to make the gap shorter and shorter, you know. So I do wonder if they're trying to make this that. JP had to extend 1 month than intended. Did they? In the event schedule on the wiki, it says update is in 20 days, which is in June 18. I don't think. Well, I mean, I feel like Pono says it's June 10, so I don't know. I feel like it's only that because the what's it called? The event data kind of just have a random date because they're like just unsure on where do they want to put that event date on. Wasn't the gap shorter in earlier updates? In super early updates, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, like very, very early on, the gap is like relatively short. But then it kind of gets longer, and now it gets shorter again. Well, I mean, this could be like an outlier. This could be longer again for the next update, but I hope the trend continues, you know. But yeah, so the biggest update, the biggest change in 15.4, which I guess, let me just get into that before we get into everything else, is the big, you know, the big thing that you see on screen right now, which is the speed. Also, wait, you guys can see, can you guys see my mouse? You guys can see my mouse, right? Okay, yeah, you can see my mouse. But yeah, the biggest update change in here is the speed up, which aside, ignore the evil fucking skeleton. The evil fucking skeleton is there too, but let's ignore that. But the biggest change here is this. Made infinite speed up and 3x speed up functions from Gold membership available to all players. Non-member speed ups are still consumed when used for 3x speed. Gold membership members now can use Gold CPUs for only one CPU. So this is the big change here, and probably why they took so long. I guess they just have to like reprogram a lot of stuff for this, but yeah, speed up is now infinite for everybody. Wahoo! Hell yeah! The cats are moving twice as fast. I know, right? It's crazy. I've been using my speed up a little bit more nowadays because like I'm like, okay, well, infinite speed up is coming. I still have like 50 speed ups or so. Usually if I just use my speed ups recklessly, I would just run out quickly and I have to like regrind and stuff, but like I don't know, man, in 10 days none of these matters anymore. We're gonna get infinite speed ups. You have 0 speed up, you'll have infinite in about 10 days. Gold membership is not worth it anymore. Yeah, that is the big problem about this, right? So the weird... What's the word? Like... just the weird, like, the weird thing that happens now is that Battle Cats Officers Club, which is a $5 like membership, the $5 monthly membership, not $5, sorry, $10 monthly membership that you can get, that gives you like like a total of 600 cat food for a month, and also infinite speed up. A lot of people buy this because of the infinite speed up. Like, the infinite speed up is like a huge value for Officers Club. But now that's no longer the case. Officers Club doesn't even give you like free 3 times speed now or something like that. Like, if you have Officers Club, if you want to use the triple speed up, you're still gonna have to pay up the speed up power up. You're still gonna use the speed up like everybody else. The only change now with Battle Cats Officers Club is that now gold membership, is that now gold CPU only costs 1 CPU, which I think is fine. But I also feel like it's still kind of lacking. I feel like they could just act. I feel like what they could be adding instead of, well, not instead of this. I feel like on top of this, what they also need to do, I feel like, to make gold membership slightly more worth, is currently, even if you have gold membership, the maximum amount of clears that you can do with the gold CPU, like the instant clear gold CPU, is still 10. But I feel like we should just up that to 20, you know? Just allow so that the players would be able to do 20 skips a day. I feel like that's not going to be too bad of a deal, you know? It's like, I don't think that's going to, like, I feel like that's going to slightly up the value of gold membership without really making it, like, bad, without really making, what's the word? Making it unprofitable, you know? Because you're still going to have to pay the CPU anyways. So I feel like just upping that maximum amount of like skips you can do a day would already give you like a little bit more value at the very least, without really making it like unprofitable. So I don't know. Seems like Gold Pass gives you free 3 times speed. Does it? I don't think so. No, it doesn't. Your Officer's Club will be displayed, infinite speed up will be 3 times speed, but starting from version 15.4 onwards, it will instead give you the benefit of reducing the number of cat CPUs from 2 to 1. So no, it doesn't add on top of the triple speed up, it replaces the triple speed up. If you use gold membership, you're still gonna have, your speed up will still function the same way as if you don't have it. I would honestly been okay with Gold Pass keeping 3 times speed. I think the reason why they don't give Gold Pass like the free 3 times speed is because you know, this was the default before the Gold Pass change, was that you still have to pay for 3 times speed even if you have Gold Pass, right? The problem with upgrading, well, quote-unquote the quote-unquote problem with upgrading the Officers Club into allowing them to use 3 times speed for free is that now if they have a bunch of speed up power-ups, they're like, well, I can't use this for anything. Does that make sense? Because now speed up power up is worthless for them, for people who play, for people who have Officers Club. Speed ups are now worthless. If they get like, if they get speed ups from a stage drop, they're like, what am I gonna use this for? Add 4 times speed. True. Yeah, that's exactly what you could do. You could just add like a 4 times speed. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like that's the reason why they don't have they don't make 3 times speed free, is because now that if that were the case, the speed up power up would just be essentially useless for them. 3 times speed is hard to use. Yeah, that's also like, I feel like most people don't really need to play at 3 times speed. Match A plays at 3 times speed. Yeah, and look at how many times that kills him. Should I bring up that Matche GIF? Hold on. This is what happens if you do 3 times speed up, dude. This is what happens. This is what 3 times speed up does to you. Who has the gif of like him smiling instead? I'm pretty sure No Context Battle Cats has that. Was there a fucking evil version of this? What the fuck? Oh my god. Fucking stupid ass gif. But yeah, that's what 3 times speed up does to you, man. The first night is never that actually. The first night is never actually that hard. Are we still dragging this meme? It's a good gif. Like, what can I say? It's a good gif. Matche has seen this gif before and it makes me happy. It's a pretty good gif. Alright. But yeah, I think that's about it for like the infinite speed up stuff. So yeah. In 10 days, we're gonna get infinite speed up. That's gonna be the default. Hell yeah. It is pretty funny that like it took this long for Battle Cats to get infinite speed up when a speed up feature has been like the default of like basically every single gacha game for God knows how long. And now we're in 2026. And finally, after 11 fucking years, finally this game gets an infinite speed up. It's so funny. Also, yeah, one more thing to talk about, I suppose, since we're here. This is something that I only just found out today, because I saw no one was talking about this. I don't know why. I mean, maybe some people were talking about this, but it sure didn't come across my radar. Is that the there's a change here. Replace 30-day beginner daily bonus with a new 7-day beginner daily bonus that is available after beating Japan in Empire of Cats Chapter 1. So, you know, the login bonus stamp thing when you play for the first time ever. You get like a 30-day login stamp. That's when you get Bicycle Cat, Tricycle Cat. That's when you get Tricycle Cat. That is now reduced from 30 days to 7 days. And at first I thought, I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I mean, that makes sense. I guess like 30 days is a bit too long. I wonder how they like... I don't even remember what is on like the 30 days. Like what are the reward changes, right? And then I look at here, it's like, okay, it's good they have like the previous version here. This is the pre-15.4. This is what we have. This is what you have. And it's like, you scroll, and it's like, oh my god, it's all XP. It's all just XP, dude. And then only on the 30th day, you get Tricycle Cat. It's like, it's so long. And it's really just padded with a bunch of XP. And I'm pretty sure these are just like a couple of cat food can. And then you go down here, it's like, oh, okay. Leadership right off the bat. Cat ticket, that's pretty good. You know, golden cat ticket. You get unicycle in day 3, that's pretty cool. Day 4 you get XP. Day 5 you get another gold ticket, that's cool. Day 6, you know, you get radar, that's pretty cool. Like these are like already really good items, right? Compared to this, which is like a bunch of XP. But damn, where's the cat food? Oh yeah, here's a 1,000 cat food. Here's 1,000 cat food on day 7. Damn, that's actually a pretty good bargain. That's actually like a pretty good way to like really lure people in to play for 7 days. That's actually pretty cool. Like, if you see this, if you see this as a new player, this is way more enticing than this, right? Like, this is way more enticing than this. Like, 30 days to get Unicycle Cat. 30 days to get Tricycle Cat, which you don't even know is good or not. Then you see this, like, oh my god, if I lock in for 7 days, I get 1,000? Like, yeah, I think this is way better. So much better. 1,000 is not even a lot in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, but like, put yourself in like the position of a new player, and then you compare this and this. It's like, it's night and day, dude. You get like drip fed, like you only get drip fed a couple of XP every like couple of days, and like some random unit you don't even know is gonna be good or not. Compared to this, where it's like, oh my god, if I log in for 1 week, you get 1,000 cat food. It's like, this is way better. 1,000 for a single-use draw in Necoluga, hell yeah. But yeah, I think this is way better. It is a bit odd, because like, on one hand, man, EOC sucks ass. But on the other hand, I feel like the fact that they add infinite speed up is already going to make like the EOC experience so much better. Like, god, I still hate EOC. But like, infinite speed up would help with EOC so much better. Combine infinite speed up with like the daily login bonus. I do think this would actually help so much more new players to actually get into Battle Cats, right? Like, yeah, sure, I guess like energy could still be a problem, but like, I feel like all of these combined like already would make the new player experience just significantly better. You could even just use the 1,000 cat food to like buy energy, right? Treasure farming still sucks, yeah, for sure, but like, treasure farming at 2 times speed is way better, you know? Now the only problem is energy, and even then, I'm pretty sure in early game, like, your energy problem isn't too bad. But I guess that's why they gave you like leadership as well. This could be like multiple leadership. I don't actually know how much leadership this is. Like, I can only assume this is multiple leadership. There's no way they only give you one, right? Does anybody know like what the stamp, how many leadership this actually is? Because I can't imagine this is only one. Like, this has to be like a bunch of like leaderships, right? Like your first day, they definitely give you a bunch. Maybe not like 50 or something, but like, surely there's like at least like 5 or 10. There's no way it's only one. That's crazy. Less of an energy problem and more of a human energy problem. I mean, a human energy problem is, well, not fixed, but like, it's much more alleviated with speed ups too. I'm pretty sure it's only one. Really? That actually would be lame if it is, but I feel like there's no way it's only one. And when everyone has infinite speed up, then no one is. Just hire child labor, you know? Funny story about that. maybe it's a bad, maybe it's not really the best look to read child labor and then say I have a story about that. But like, look, listen to me. I do have a story about this. So, you know the what's it called? I suddenly don't remember. The monthly gauntlet, right? You know the monthly gauntlet events, the one where you get the plat ticket on the 5th stage. This month's event was it's the Metal Baba one, right? And that one kind of sucks to like go through, because like the Metal Baba is not really, it's not quick, right? Like, usually most of the monthly event, monthly gauntlet, like you go through it like pretty quickly. But the Metal Baba one takes a little bit longer because of like crit and stuff, right? So it's a bit annoying. I didn't really play this for a long while. Like, I kind of just left it out. Like, I didn't even like get to like the 5th stage for a long while. And then I was having dinner with my family, and my nephew came in, my nephew just likes, likes playing games and whatever. We only let him play games when like, just to let his mother eat, my sister, just to let my sister eat, just so that, my sister have time to breathe. So, we let him play games while his mother eats, and, I let him play Battle Cats. And I was like, you know what? Here, I have this good team. You can just play this monthly event gauntlet. Just play this monthly event gauntlet. And he loves it. He just likes, clicking stuff. So I basically just let him play the game for me. And it's like, it's easy enough that if you just tap every boxes, you're still gonna win, right? So yeah, that's my story of child labor. I just let my nephew like progress through the monthly event for me. That's my child labor story. Alright, give me a second. I need to blow my nose again. The children yearns for gold tickets. As a child, I yearned for the grind. W Unk. Today, one of the new login is actually 3 leaderships. I mean, I guess that's not too bad, but still. Child labor to farm treasures is actually not that bad of an idea, though. Yeah, I mean, they'll love it, right? Like, surely. Like, they're still gonna enjoy just tapping boxes, so who cares? Let them know how cruel the world is by the gauntlet. I already told him too, like, this is just gonna be the same stage. You're fine with that, right? He's like, yeah, it's like I want to play. It's like, okay. Like it's a bit funny. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know, but this is I guess like a mentality that a lot of Battle Cats player have, which is that they only care about winning. he only cares about winning. He doesn't care about, like, whether the game is like actually challenging or anything like that. He just cares about whether he win or lose. And if the victory text is on the screen, he wins, then he's happy. That's the right mentality. I mean, that's a lot of Battle Cats players' mentality. You're gonna make him do your Baron grind for rare ticket or Dark Cat's Eye? I don't even know if I can make him do Barons. Like, what Barons would be easy enough for him to do? Because he doesn't even like tap boxes whenever it's off cooldown, and he doesn't like upgrade money and stuff, so sometimes, he doesn't really like meat shield and stuff. And I feel like a lot of gauntlets will still require you to meat shield. I don't think there is like a gauntlet that is easy enough for him to randomly spam. Not even something like what's his name? The dark whatever his name is, the Lenoir gauntlet. Like, I don't think even he can beat that. Mott? I guess early Mott, maybe, yeah. Maybe early Mott is fine. Legrim, yeah, Legrim. I don't know. I don't think he can beat Legrim. Maybe like a couple of the first stages, sure. Peng? Oh yeah, probably Peng, yeah. Peng probably, yeah. But I feel like Legrim still requires you to kind of meat shield, or at least like, like do some sort of setup, right? But like he kind of just spams stuff, and sometimes he doesn't even meat shield, so... But I feel like something like Peng or early Mott maybe is fine. Do you think he could rush down Giga Haniwanwan? No. Like, I could teach him, but I don't think he will. I don't think he wants to be taught. Like, he just wants to tap boxes and win. Please include child labor in the highlights video. That's insane. But also, I probably will. How old is he? He's 5 now. You gotta teach the kid Nala and ED timing? Fuck no, dude. He only cares about winning or losing. But we'll see, who knows. Anyways, sorry, I really gotta clear my throat. Okay, so child labor aside, let's get into 15.4. He really is an iPad kid. He's only allowed to touch those, again, usually only when, you know, his mother have to, like, eat or something like that, you know? But, you know, he's not allowed to play while eating. Most of the time, he's not allowed to play. It's really only mostly when his mother is eating. Most of the other time, he's not really allowed. But yeah, child labor aside, let's talk about 15.4. There's actually not super much, but I think there's still some interesting things to talk about. So, Fate is returning. One of the main reasons on why I didn't stream this right away, like I didn't stream the 15.4 update right away, is because I wanted to wait for Fate to come out. And I think Fate was out, what, like 28th or 27th? I think 27th, right? I think 27th was when the Fate collab was out. But yeah, so I waited for Fate to come out, and that's why I didn't stream right away. We'll talk about Fate later. I think Fate's probably like the last thing I'll talk about. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have not seen anything about this guy. I have not seen anything about this true assassin guy. I've seen the stats of Shiro. That's it. Didn't Fate come out yesterday? Was it 27th? I thought it was 27th. But yeah, we'll talk about Fate later. First, let's talk about the Ultra Form and talents that we got. I mean, I guess there's also this. There's also Saber's talents, but I guess we'll compile that with like the other the Fates. 20 Nint? Oh, is it 20 Nint? Okay. Is the skeleton part of the collab? Yeah, this is Fate. This is part of Fate. Anyways, so first of all, Ultra Form. Our first Ultra Form, well, our only Ultra Form, is Kaihime. Kaihime, now have just some basic range, basic stat increase, but I feel like this, and also probably one of the biggest change, is now she gets a 50% chance to do Explosion, which is a pretty big deal. I think that's a pretty big deal. But also, I feel like another really big deal is that her speed is now from 5 to 10, which is pretty cool. Kaihime's speed, I feel like, was not too bad of a problem. Wait, is the animation, like, faster? Oh, it is! She does, like, actually move faster. Yeah, she's actually moving faster. That's really funny. But yeah, I'm not really sure because like Kaihime's speed, I feel like was never really a big problem for her. She's an anti-zombie. She's kind of meant to hang back, in my opinion. But I feel like having 10 speed, that's also pretty cool. That's nice and dandy. She's going double time. Yeah, she's actually moving double time. It's pretty funny. Like, she's just like, boom, 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 boom. And now with the Ultra Form, boom, boom, boom. Slightly faster. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it's also just really, the design is also pretty interesting. The eye, like, look at the eye, dude. The eye is so fucking terrifying. This is like Zyclone's eyes. They're just like constantly shaking and looking around. Now, you know what? You know what eyes this reminds me of? This reminds me of this specific gif of Mori Calliope. This reminds me of this specific gif. Of Callie just looking around. It's just like, She's got the super cosmic cyclone. No, this is the Zyklone eye. Zyklone does this as well. Zyklon also does this where it just looks around like really rapidly. Like, look at that. It's the same thing. It's just like... Same thing with this. But yeah, cool design. It's cool and dandy. The explosion, it is pretty neat. The Savage Blow goes from 25 to 30, which I think is not that big of a deal. I feel like Kaihime has always had like pretty good stats. Like looking at her level 30 stats in the previous form, like 4.8k DPS with 25% chance of Savage Blow, that's already like what, like 6k-ish overall DPS counting the Savage Blow. That's already pretty good. No, maybe more than 6k actually. I'm not really sure, but it's like it's already pretty good. And then combine that with like 50% chance of explosion, with also the potential of the Savage Blow itself. Like this goes pretty insane. Like I think this goes pretty insane. 7.2 is that level 30? That's pretty cool. Yeah. Like her base DPS is already really high with the Savage Blow chance. And now with an extra blast, like that goes pretty crazy. Her base DPS is insanely high now. I think like this actually makes her like a really good generalist overall. And I think it's neat that it's also kind of like a Gamba machine, I suppose. Since, you know, it is still like an explosion and Savage Blow, so I guess expect it to be a little bit Koneko-ish. But, you know, it's one of those where it's like sometimes it does nothing, sometimes it just kills everything in one shot, which I think is cool. I think it's a really cool design. Doesn't UF Kenshin also have that eye thing? I think it does, yeah. I don't know if it like moves kinda like that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it also have like that freaky eye. Freaky deaky eye. Yeah, it does have the eye, but the eye here is like very calm. It's like it's just calm. Like it is just like they're just chilling. But like, oh my god, there's like beating heart. I never noticed that. That's creepy as hell. That's so creepy. What the fuck? Oh, that's actually creepy. But yeah, it does have the eye, but it's not as like panicky as Kaihime's. This is just explosion slop, Koneko slop, Sage slop, Stat slop, and Behemoth Stone slop. True. Actually, what is the Ultra Form requirement? Ultra Form. Oh god. I mean, actually, this isn't too bad because it doesn't require yellow. Like, you're gonna have like the 5 epic seed means you're probably still gonna have to like beat SOL to get this anyways. And once you get to Dogumaru, and like unlock the Hunter's Map 4, like these gems are not that hard to get. I feel like these gems are not that hard to get. I feel like one of each gems is actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad. That's actually I wouldn't say cheap, but it's not that bad for sure. I'm already trying to farm Yellowstones for ED. Well, I mean, you don't need Yellowstones here, so yeah. Hunter's Map 4 is behind Lusa. Wait, what? Oh, I mean, sorry, I mean Hunter's Map. Wait, is that Hunter's Map 3? I don't know. It's the one that drops gems. No, wait, the one that drops gems. No, yeah, the one that drops gem is Lusa. Fuck. No, yeah, I mean, I guess that's still gonna be a little bit hard, but at the very least, you don't need to grind for yellows. At the very least, you don't need to grind for yellows. You can merge 10 for a gem. Yeah. Like, 10 of each is... I guess if you're still on, like, Dogumaru, that's still... No, I feel like even if you're on Dogumaru, you're probably gonna have, like, some of these spares lying around. And if you're going to commit for an Ultra Form anyways, then like you might as well, you know, like all Ultra Forms are already like pretty difficult to like grind for anyway, so if like for an Ultra Form, that's not that bad. But yeah, so that's Kaihime. I think it's cool. I think it's neat. Good Ultra Form, I would say. I think it's a good Ultra Form. Next up, let's talk about Saber last, actually. Let's talk about Saber last. Hold on, I gotta clear my throat again. Okay. I gotta drink a lot. Sorry about that. Take some ibuprofen. No, I'm not. Ibuprofen. No, I'm not like having a headache or anything like that. It's really just my throat. It's not like the best. You be what? Ibuprofen all day. But yeah, so let's talk about the non-Fate stuff first. We got Mighty Carousel and Saki. Saki got an ultra talent, and Saki got an ultra talent, and Mighty Carousel got basic talent. I actually have not seen what Carousel talents is. Carousel talent increases slow duration by 3 frame per level up to 30 frame. That sucks. Well, I mean, I guess you are multi-hit, but even then it doesn't matter. That kind of sucks. Upgrade movement speed by 1 per movement speed? Carousel movement speed? What? Reduce freeze duration. Okay, freeze resist. Soul Strike. Soul Strike's actually really good for Carousel. Okay. I feel like the only talent that matters here is Soul Strike. Soul Strike is actually a pretty good talent for Carousel. Carousel is not like the most damaging unit ever, but it does actually have like pretty decent DPS, all things considered. And I do like Carousel's range. I think like the general Omni Strike of Carousel is pretty cool, but I feel like he doesn't really need the speed. He doesn't really need the extra slow duration. But I think Soul Strike is cool. Soul Strike is pretty neat. Carousel, I feel like, is a unit that a lot of people have always kind of seen as a joke. But I actually don't really mind Carousel a lot of the times. I've used Carousel several times. And in my experience, I'm actually pretty alright with it. Like, I think it's actually a pretty fine unit. It's not the best unit ever, but I actually think it's one of the better Iron Legions that I would use. Like, the Omni Strike helps with some backward zombies. The Omni Strike helps a little bit with backward zombies. The slow is guaranteed, so it's nice. Omni Strike means it doesn't really miss that much. It outranges Cadaver Bear, which is all you ever really gotta ask for. I actually think this unit is actually like a pretty solid unit that a lot of people just don't really like, which I kinda get, I guess. It's not something like Dreadnought, which like, yeah, like flashy kills a Cadaver Bear in one shot, but like, I think Carousel is actually like a pretty fine Uber. And I think this is fine. Like, I think getting Soul Strike is already pretty good. Better Iron Legion, I mean. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think I actually quite like using Carousel the several times that I use it. Like, I think it's actually like a pretty reliable Iron Legion. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but like I hate using Dreadnought, dude. Every time I use Dreadnought, it's always for something like Cadaver Bear or something like that. I hate using Dreadnought and Cadaver Bear, because that motherfucker always fucking misses. And like, yeah, the Ultra Form fixes that and whatever with like the better attack speed and whatever, but it's like, I genuinely would rather use Carousel over like pre-Ultra Form Dreadnought when it comes to something like Cadaver Bear, because at least Carousel hits the damn target. At least Carousel hits the damn target. And like, yeah, sure, it doesn't like one-hit kill it or whatever, but it slows enough and it damages enough that it deals with most Cadaver Bear stages like just fine. Meanwhile, I use Dreadnought and it's like, it misses an attack, gets knocked back by Cadaver, misses another attack, gets knocked back by Cadaver, misses another attack, and it's like, bah, this fucking sucks. But yeah, I honestly think that like, Carousel is a pretty fine unit. Not the super best unit or whatever, but I think it's like a reliable, good unit. And I think just having only Soul Strike as a relevant talent, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. What's your opinion on Gigapult? Okay, I love Gigapult. Gigapult is easily, probably, I say easily, probably my favorite Iron Legion. One of my favorite unit. There's no true form in the update. I mean, yeah, there's already a lot of like true forms anyways. Like there's not that much units to make true forms out of anymore, I suppose. But yeah, that's Carousel. I think I'm actually pretty satisfied with this. It's like, it's not the craziest stuff, but I feel like the only quote-unquote disappointing talent is the Freeze Resist. Which, like, yeah, I guess, like, everybody needs, like, one bad talent. But, like, every other talent, I feel like it's fine. Like, it's actually not too bad. Slow duration up is not the best, but I'm pretty sure these sort of stuff is cheap. So is movement speed. Like, these are cheap stuff for the most part, because it's not a new ability, right? And Soul Strike is a one-time upgrade that I think is just neat. Like, I think this is a fine talent. It's not the most game-breaking or whatever, but I think this is a fine list of talent. And next up, we got Ultra Talent for Saki. Now she targets Dark. Why? I saw this the other day, and I was like, who would level 60 Saki for Dark targeting? Like, what? Why? Who is this for? Like, what the fuck is this for? Like, what dark enemy are you sniping with Saki? Like, Okame? Does she even outrange Okame? Well, I feel like Okame is just probably gonna push real hard and hit her anyway, right? What's your standing? 600. I'm pretty sure that's Okame's range. No, Okame is 800. You're not hitting Okame. Behemoth Croc? I guess so. Yeah, I guess. I guess you can hit Kuro Croc with that. Kuro Croc doesn't hit that hard, that far. The Kuro Croc is 450. So I guess you can. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you can use it on Kuro Croc. That is actually like a pretty good, I guess, but like, are you really gonna Ultra Form level 60 Saki for this? I mean, I guess if you already like Saki at the first place, that's cool. Because I know a lot of people really like Saki, but I don't know about that. The others are also kind of weird. Well, I mean, this one's just a basic stat increase, but the other is just explosion immune. But like, who? For what? Saki's already standing in a very safe position. Like, most of the time, she's not gonna get hit by explosion anyways. Like, what, is it for, Bahamut? No, because you, well, no, but like, what for what? Xenobeast? I guess. But even then, I feel like Like, she's still gonna outrange the explosion most of the time anyways, right? Like, I don't know, man. Future-proofing? I feel like future-proofing can be set to, like, so many bad units, you know? I guess, like, there could be some more enemies that are kind of similar to Crow Croc in the future that Saki could be used on, sure. But for now, this doesn't feel... this doesn't feel that worth it. Lapru Noir next update with 599 range. True. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is a pretty whatever talent. This is a... It's like, it can be used if you want it. It's not that the talent is terrible. It's just like, is this really worth an ultra talent? You know? That's really it. They are delaying Super Cat True Form because they're future-proofing him, guys. Trust me, true. Super Cat's True Form is gonna... they're past-proofing Super Cat's True Form, dude. Plus, dark enemies are pushers. Yeah, it's like... Darks are probably one of the worst traits that Saki could be countering. But at the same time... I feel like, you know... How do I say this? It's like, on one hand... This is, like, she's gonna be bad against most darks that you see. But on the other hand, I also kind of get it because most darks that we see are already countered by pizza anyways. Like, it's hard to, like, make a competition for pizza, you know? Unless you're, like, Jizzo, right? But there's a reason why a lot of anti-dark Ubers that are just basically a generic generalist is not really valued that much. It's because we already have pizza. And unless you're Jizzo, you're not really gonna be able to, like, you're not really gonna be able to compete against that much. So I guess having something that is a dark sniper is also an interesting niche to fill, but it's also a niche that doesn't need to be fulfilled, you know, unless for Kuro Croc, and that's it. Like, I don't know, man. I guess they could just add more interesting long-range dark enemies in the future. That's like the only way for this to be interesting. Which they definitely can, but like, eh? Is this really worth ultra talenting? Who knows? Oh wait, is this not attack up? This is strengthen? Wait, what? Oh, this is strengthen. Okay. Adds 10% attack power at 1% health. Improves by 100%. Which I guess means that you have to buy the survive talent. Here's the problem with strengthen Saki. If she's already approached and she gets knocked back, especially if she's at her last leg, there's actually a very good chance that she's already in the danger zone. And if she's already on a danger zone and she repositions herself, it's like there's a good chance that she's already going to die very quickly. So, I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. And if she's, like, getting sniped, and that's the reason why she's dying, then her survive isn't gonna last that long, so... I don't know about this one. Breaker Blast? Yeah, and then Saki moves forward because she has like really fast speed. She has 21 movement speed. She's gonna like do a Cosmo and then run forward anyway. It's not the worst thing, but I don't know if that's really worth ultra talenting. I don't know, man. It could be worse. Could be worse. Survival could be a better vulture talent. She already have survive. She already have survive lethal. You can intentionally trigger her strength early on. I guess, but But yeah, anyways, I think that's about all. Oh yeah, no, there's actually another thing. Wait, is this out already? Can I talk about this? I'm actually not sure. Fuck, I didn't think about that. No, I didn't. The Cappy one is out, right? Cappy Abyssal is out, right? I think Cappy Abyssal is out because I'm pretty sure I saw some people doing it on Twitter. Both of them out already? Is Prelude to Ruin Abyssal out? Lucas, who never thought of that. I look, man. Cappy and Empress Abyssal are... Oh, okay, cool. Well, it's not Empress. This is Emperor, right? Wait, is this Emperor or Empress? Yeah, this is Emperor, right? Yeah, Emperor. So... Okay, both are out. Okay, cool. So yeah, we got two new Abyssal, Bottom of the Swamp and Prelude to Ruin, which... I think this is like the first time we got an Abyssal on like a non-deadly advent, right? Because both of these are merciless. These are our first merciless Abyssal, right? So I think it's pretty cool. Cappy Abyssal I think is pretty cool. You're gonna have to like pick and choose which like relic anti-search that you're gonna have to use, or if you're gonna have to do like boulder strats or whatever. I think it's pretty cool. Prelude to Ruin, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, it's Emperor, like who cares, like this is an easy stage, right? But then you think about this again and you're like, I think that one of the main reasons on why Possesses Evil is so easy is because of Courier. You take Courier out of the Courier out of the equation, you have to beat the stage 4 times without Courier, and it's like, your choices are actually quite limited. Like, if you have to beat the stage 4 times without Courier, your choices are actually relatively limited. Like, you actually do have to, like, kind of think about this. We don't have 5 Couriers. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you get 1 free win with Courier, and the rest is like, ooh, you actually have to think about how to counter Cappy and Old Horn 5 different times, which actually could be quite a challenge. Like, yeah, you have like Can, Manic Island, Royal Guard or whatever, but like if you split those apart like 5 different times, I feel like that's still gonna be a problem. Like, you're still gonna definitely have to like maybe Uber carry this or whatever. Like, I think this could actually still be interesting. I haven't seen any footages about this, so maybe this is way more easy than I expect, but I also don't think it's gonna be as easy as a lot of people think, you know. Talented Ruri. Yeah, I mean, even then Ruri would still get melted by like Old Horn and Cappies, you know? Like, tankers still get melted by Cappies regardless. At the beginning of the stage is kind of annoying too in Abyssal. Yeah, I guess so, because you're immediately getting bombarded by Sorels, right? And you only have like a very few amount of units that can instantly deal with Sorels. So yeah, I actually think this would actually be much more interesting than a lot of people would expect. I think this would actually be pretty difficult. At the very least, not like... It's not going to be like the most difficult thing ever, but like I think it would actually be like posing quite a challenge, you know? So yeah, I'm quite actually interested in like maybe streaming these whenever it comes out. Because I think this is like one of the more interesting Abyssal content compared to just like what we have with like Dabu or Queen Bee or whatever, where we're just like, you know, just spamming the same units over and over, just like whatever. But like these are like actually interesting Abyssal, so I'm looking forward to this. What's the unreleased content censored this time? New Ubers. We know they're with new Ubers and a new special cat. We know they're new Ubers because it's on, you know, Cat Dictionary. These are also just for the new Ubers. So now let's talk about Fate. So the we're having a Fate collab. Well, JP's having a Fate collab. I don't know if Ian's gonna have it. Ian might have it, like, at some point. I don't know. We got 2 new units, Shiro and True Assassin. And also, we got talents for Saber and Sakura. I actually haven't seen Sakura's talents, but I've seen Saber's. I can talk about, like, I guess I can maybe talk about the talents first before I get to talking about. Wait, hold on. Oh, I need to clear my throat again. Hold on, give me a second. And blow my nose. Hold on. Okay. What was I saying? Okay. Right. So Saber talent and Sakura talent. I haven't actually seen. I've seen Saber's talent, but I haven't seen Sakura's talents actually. So Saber Alter. That's a pretty cool Uber that we all know and love. Saber, right? If you don't know Saber that much, this is a oh, let me go here. Saber is a fast attacking LD unit that basically have that does massive damage against her target trait, right? So her target trait is floating, and she's a 350 range unit with LD up to 500, and now her talent gives her relic targeting. That's pretty cool. Relic targeting, curse immunity, and a up to 20% chance of wave attack. I think that's pretty cool. She always have like pretty decent stats, and I think her anti-floating is already pretty decent. To be honest, she's always kind of already been used for some relics anyways, like Otom and stuff. But now you can also use her for relics, and I think that's for like any pure relics, I mean. And I think that's cool. But isn't it pretty interesting that we got, you know... Don't you guys think it's pretty interesting that we got a fast attacking LD unit with massive damage against relics? Huh, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, did you guys think? That's pretty cool, huh? But yeah, it's a it's literally Eulala. But you know, Eulala stats are kind of shite. At least Saber actually has like good stats, and also have like the wave and stuff. I do wonder if this... It would be kind of funny if Eulala actually got, like, talents, and then that also gives him waves. But yeah, she's definitely way better than Eulala. She have, like, actual survivability. She have 6 knockback count, have actual, like, damage and stats. I mean, Eulala also have, like, decent-ish damage, but not by much. I think Eulala's cooldown is also worse. Saber have 70 seconds cooldown. No, Eulala does have 70... Wait, Eulala have the exact same... Wait! Exact same health. They have the exact same health at 51,000, and the exact same recharge at 71. Saber have 51,000 and 71 seconds cooldown as well. And the exact same range as well. And the exact same LD as well. Exact same LD. Well, no, Saber have better inner blind spot. But Saber have way better DPS at 5.5. Eulala have 4.1. But, damage aside, it's literally the same. It's literally the same. It's so funny. Don't worry, Eulala's warp talent will save him. True. Just that Eulala has bad DPS. It's not just that. Ylala also only have 2 knockback counts. This hurts his survivability so much, dude. Like, this makes him die so much faster compared to Saber. It's crazy. But yeah, I hope that Ylala gets like a better treatment for sure. But yeah, for now it's who is this, huh? Who is this fellow? Oh, who's under? Can you imagine? Can you imagine just like one day we're getting like ultra talent, ultra form Ylala, and then he takes off his mask, and it's like it's an anime girl, and it turns out it's King Arthur. I wonder who's behind this mask. I wonder who's behind this mask. King Arthur, what the? Someone's gonna edit like Saber Alter, but with Ylala's hair. We thought Ururun was Ylala's daughter. It was Saber the whole time. Oh my god, you're right. They could finally use the upgraded knockback talent. That is true. If they get the upgraded knockback talent to Ylala and give him 6 knockback counts, and then just give him stat talent, that's literally Saber. Oh, also another thing that Saber have compared to Ylala, Saber attacks immediately, right? Like, Saber is like, bum, immediately attack, but Mask Ylala have a build up to it, right? Like, bum, bum. It's a bit long, which might not matter too much, but it does actually help a little bit in their own survivability, because it allows them to like repel certain enemies better, you know? Like, imagine a Sorrel coming towards you. Saber would be able to repel that Sorrel like way faster, but Ylala would actually have to like wind up a little bit, right? So yeah, so we got Saber Ylala. The other thing is Sakura. I have not actually read what Sakura's talents are. Let's see. Sakura's talents, add 50% chance to weaken up to 4 seconds. Immune to toxic, reduce curse duration. That's not bad. That's actually pretty decent for a basic talent. She is an anti-zombie, so toxic immune I think is par for the course for just Zonel. That's pretty good for Zonel. Weaken is always good for a tanker. Weaken, you know, helps them just self-sustain. And also, what else did you get? Curse resist. I mean, that's not the craziest stuff, but if you want to use it for UL, then I suppose there's that. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad of a talent. Not too bad of a set of talent. The only problem with Weaken is that this is going to be expensive. 235 NP to max out. That's going to be a lot. But it's still a decent talent to consider if you're going to use her a lot, I suppose. But yeah. She's still amazing. Yeah, she's already like a pretty good unit regardless. So that's pretty decent. Pretty good. Dark Joe. Oh yeah, I guess you can also use it for Dark Joe, but is Dark Joe weaken immune? Because I know a lot of behemoths are like immune to a lot of stuff. Yeah, he is weaken immune, unfortunately, but I guess there's that. I remember Sakura being a good anti-zombie tanker back then. Is she still good? She's still pretty good, yeah. She's not like a tanker in the way that like she have an incredible amount of health, but her good range allows her to not always get hit all the time. She's kind of like more of a mid-ranger-ish unit than a full tanker, if that makes sense. She's like a tanky mid-ranger. Yeah, she's more like a tanky mid-ranger than a full-blown tanker, you know. No Archer true form? I mean, technically, technically speaking, you know, lore spoilers, but, you know. Funny she gets abused in the... Okay, I wouldn't say... Okay, let's not start the sentence with it's funny that she gets abused in anime. Like, I know what you're trying to say, but like, you know, wording. Wording, let's not say that. But, yeah, well, you know, there's no Archer true form, but, you know, spoilers. I don't actually know what this guy is. Okay, well, it says while his stats is not very good. I've not seen true assassin stats, but let's start with Shiro. So, this is Shiro. Shiro Emiya. You might notice his hand is a little bit weird. Huh, I wonder why that is. I guess a bit of a Fate spoiler. I'm not like a big Fate guy, so I'm not actually... I'm not a big Fate guy, but I do know that one of the spoiler is wow, that's a pretty buff arm, don't you think? Huh. That's a pretty interesting buff arm, huh? Anyways. actually this might be like spoiled in the this might be spoiled here anyways. The description probably spoils it, doesn't it? Let me check. Why did it open? Oh, right. Oh, no, wait, it doesn't... wait, it doesn't, fuck. Just says he protects Sakura. No, he does. You do get the spoiler. Well, sorta. I mean, it doesn't spoil the entire thing, but yeah. I guess it's already been explained in the unit description, anyways. But yeah, this is Archer's arms. The reason on why it's very similar with Archer is because this is literally Archer's arms. But yeah. How do you not know him? I mean, who knows, you know? I'm sure someone's not spoiled on that yet. But yeah, it's part of a spoiler. It's not the full spoiler, but yeah, this is part of the spoiler. Shiro, for one reason or another, got Archer's arm, and due to that, because of that, he gets to do this. He gets to create a sick-ass sword that I'm pretty sure lore-wise this you can like... I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure lore-wise this sword like literally kills you 9 times. like you don't just die. You die and your next like 9 life just die. You die 9 times or something like that. I don't know. It's some crazy bullshit like that. But yeah. Cat has 9 lives. Yeah, exactly. And you die when you're killed. But yeah, this is Shiro. You might notice 102,000 damage. 100,000 damage. This is level 30, by the way. 100,000 damage. 560 range. 8,000 DPS. 3 knockback count, which is standard. 171 recharge time, which is standard. And also 100% chance to wave. What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck is the deal with this. I have not seen... keep in mind, I have not seen any, like, I've not seen any unit reviews of this guy. But, like... What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Cosmo at home? I don't know about Cosmo at home, dude. I don't think Cosmo have like 8k base DPS at level 30. Like if we compare this, can we get like level 60 Supernova level 30 Supernova, or I guess we can do level 60 Shiro as well. Let's see, level 60, right? Level 60 Shiro have 15k base DPS. Cosmo, Supernova Cosmo have 5k. This is level 60, right? Is this not level 60? Hold on. Level 60. Yeah, Supernova Cosmo at level 60 have 5k DPS. Cosmo's DPS is 5k. Shiro is 15k. Of course, his range isn't as big as Cosmo. Like, Cosmo have 850. This is way longer, right? Shiro is 560. But, like, it's still 560. It's still 560 range. But yes, the caveat of this is multi-hit. The caveat of this is that Shiro have 2-hit multi-hit that is a perfect split of the damage, which means that if Shiro knocks back his targets on the first hit, he would miss the second hit. If you notice this is at 154 frame, this is at 159 frame, so this is only 5 frames apart. If the enemy gets knocked back by the first hit, his second hit would miss. And of course his wave wouldn't hit either, but like what, half of 15k DPS is still like 7k DPS. And that's with wave. Like, that's still a fuck ton. You know? Like, provided, even if provided that he missed like his attacks, it's still a 4k DPS unit with wave at 560 range. That's like worst case scenario. And yes, the wave is on both hits. So worst case scenario, this is a 4k DPS unit with wave. Best case scenario, this is an 8k DPS with wave. Like, that's insane. His only real downsides are cooldown and force swing. I wouldn't say his cooldown is a downside. Like, this is a 2 minutes, well, I guess nearly, what, like 3 minutes cooldown, which is like par for the course for 560 range unit. I would say his only downside is the attack startup, yes. But even then, with 560 range, you could also argue that his attack startup, if anything, just allows the enemy to get into his range. Because sometimes some units with like very, very long range wants to hit an enemy that is farther away. And having a longer-ish attack animation actually allows the enemy to get inside their range for the first time. So this can actually also kind of be helpful. I think his only quote-unquote weakness is his multi-hit, but even then, it's like, at worst, this is still a insane generalist. They might miss a lot, not with 560 range, I do not think. Like, his attack animation is not that long. Like, this is long, sure, but it's really not super long. It ain't Cosmo, you know? It's still, like, really insane. Stop making us watch the Bahamut video. Too bad for that. But yeah, this is an insane-ass unit. I mean, this is the power of the main protagonist, right? I guess it's like, they gotta give the main protagonist, like, some sort of crazy power. But yeah, sometimes when it comes to unit reviews, you can, like, just look at the numbers and you kind of can guess on, like, how good a unit is, so... But there are times where it's probably better to do, like, an in-field testing. I have not done an in-field testing, so I don't really know if maybe this unit turns out to have something bad going on that I am not really aware of. So who knows, maybe you test this guy out and it turns out there's like some glaring weakness that he has on the field that is not really the best. But just from what I see right now, is that he has weakness, but even without those weakness, even with those weakness, his numbers are so ridiculously high that even with those weakness, he's still like a really good unit regardless. That's what I see. But yeah, this is, I think, the last thing that we gotta talk about. True Assassin and True Assassin CC. The difference is just he's slightly darker now. You know, when I saw this guy for the first time, when I saw this, like, fucking smile, I think I sent this somewhere in Discord. I gotta find this, but hold on, give me a second. I gotta check back my own message. Okay, I see it now. Hold on. So when I see this face, right? When I saw that face, I was like, oh, hold on, let me copy this image. When I saw this face, I was like, this face reminds me of something. And then I think about it again, it's like, oh wait, you know what this reminds me of? You know what this reminds me of? Sorry if that jump scares you. Like, look at that. Like, it's the exact same, like, it's the exact same face. They got like the eyes and like the teeth and stuff. Me when I see a street tier. Give me more street tiers. Like you gotta say, it's like, it's so fucking funny. Like when I saw this unit preview, I was like, holy fuck, he wants street tiers. Oh my god. So yeah, this is True Assassin, and he wants more street tiers. Ooh, I have not seen his animation though. Why is he running like that? Does he have legs? What the fuck? My god, this is me when I see street tiers, dude. How high up was he? Ah, I see. He's like Catman. Yeah, me. Yeah, you know what he's doing, dude? You know what he's doing? You see what he's doing? He's attacking the streets, dude. He's attacking the streets. He's attacking the streets. He knows his target. He's like, bring me more street tier. Oh my god, dude. He's not touching the streets. That's true. All right. Let me see his stats. I have not seen his stats yet. 28k HP. That's very low. 500 range. That's pretty good. 10k damage. 3.2k DPS. Attack frequency is 3 seconds, so he attacks pretty fast. Movement speed is 40? What the hell? Oh, this guy's zooming. 80k DPS. No, sorry, 80,000. What am I saying? 80-second recharge time. 5 knockback count. Oh no, wait. I think I have seen his stats before. Yeah, no, I think I have seen his stats before. It's really weird. 40 movement speed, 500 range, LD 350 to 700. At 500 range with 40 movement speed, which is very weird. 100% chance to freeze, 100% chance to weaken, 50% chance to barrier break, 60% chance to dodge, and toxic immune, which probably doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure if you get hit by a Zolo, you just immediately die anyway. Your target trait is floating an alien. So you're guaranteed to freeze floating an alien for 1 second and then weaken them for 2.5 seconds with a 3 second attack frequency. This is a weird ass unit. Why do you have dodge? You only have like 30,000 HP. You're gonna die in one shot. This is a weird ass unit. This is really weird. He has different stats between forms? No, I don't think so. Just weaker stats. It's just weaker stats. But it's still the same. Yeah, this is a weird mixed bag. Thematically appropriate? Is it? Dodge fit the assassin trope? I guess so, but like, with no health, this barely matters. I feel like you should give them at least like strong versus or something. He looks fun to use for some reason. I guess so. It is pretty interesting. 500 range with dodge, 700 effective, 700 Omni Strike. I'm sure you can use it for here and there, just for like a support, right? Like you can definitely use this as like a support. I do think it's pretty cool that it's a short freeze, but like a 3-second attack frequency. So you attack often. Yeah, you always attack, right? Like I'm pretty sure this guy always attacks. So like once his attack animation is finished, like he immediately attacks again. And it's a 1-second freeze every time. So it's like 1 second freeze and then goes back and then 1 second freeze again. I guess that's interesting. You kind of have like the stutter effect that you have with like Chronos, but also not really, I guess. But I guess it's interesting. I just don't think the dodge really matters that much. I suppose it's not the worst unit around. You can definitely use this on like some floating and alien stages where there's just a bunch of guys like stacked up, and you just use this guy as like a extra help to halt the enemy's advances using the freeze and weaken. I guess so. Rush support for Bahamut, something like that, I guess. And I guess like if he gets sniped, then he has a 60% chance to dodge that, but there's really not that much floating or alien that like snipes you though. I feel like the dodge is really just there to be thematic. Like, yeah, I really think the dodge is just here to be thematic, but aside from that, I feel like you can kinda... This is, I feel like, kinda negligible. I feel like it's kinda negligible. I don't even know what stages you can use him on. You can use him on, like, Bahamut. You can use him on some SOL stages that are, like, pure alien or pure floating stuff. But... because there are some, like, floating or aliens that may be, like, a little bit harder to reach compared to if you want to use something like Sanzo or whatever. You can definitely use him there. There's definitely a couple of stages here, few and in between, but I also don't think this is, like, the craziest unit ever or whatever, you know? Do you even have an idol? I guess you... I guess your idol really is just, like, no frames, because you're, like, immediately attacking again, right? I guess it's a fine unit. It's not the worst ever. You can definitely find usages out of him. I guess it's fine. But yeah. Yeah, I guess you can use it on like floor 23. Yeah, floor 23 of Heavenly Tower and stuff, you know. It's not the craziest stages around, but... Or, what's the word? What's that one? What's that one UL stage with a bunch of aliens and Reindees? I remember there's like one UL stage with like a bunch of Iron Face Gregories, like a very strong Gregory at the start, and there's also Reindees. That like is actually like pretty strong from what I remember. You can use it in there. He attacks fast too, so like you can interrupt Reindeer over and over. Battle in the Bat? I don't think so. Sticky Shower? I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Sticky Shower. I think Sticky Shower is it. But yeah, it's an whatever unit. I feel like you can definitely use it here and there, and he'll be like okay. He's not Shiro, that's for sure. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's all of 15.4 that I can talk about. Ignore the bone-chilling skull servants, but you know. Yeah, I think that's it. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything interesting? I think that should be it, right? Let me check Discord again, just to be sure. Oh, wait. Did Saraktis get 2-star? From what I read on the summary, yeah, Saraktis got 2-star, so that's cool. Good luck with that. If anybody wants to fight Saraktis in 2-star. Justice to Rapper, I guess so. Yeah, you can now use. You actually have a valid reason to use Rapper and Newton now, right? Well, okay. I mean, you've always had like reason to use Rapper, but you can now use Rapper and Newton. So, like, if you go far enough and then you get Newton, you can actually use it for Socrates now. So that's cool. That's cool. And then I think that's about it. There is again like some units that I can't talk about, but oh man, I actually really want to talk about the special unit. I think the special unit is actually pretty cool, or at least pretty cool to talk about. But I haven't actually seen like the Ubers, but yeah. Let me see again. Facing at Dojo. CL, New Colosseum, which I don't think I can talk about. New Uber. Oh, there's a new cat combo. Is this not mentioned? Oh, here. Right. There's a new cat combo. Look, here's a Cat Tarzan gets usage. Yeah. That's cool, right? This is... You know what? Maybe 15.4 is a good... Maybe 15.4 is an amazing update after all. You got Cat Tarzan usage. Hell yeah. Have you talked about Cappy Jr. Abyssal? Yeah, I have. I think that's about it. Yeah, overall, I think this is a pretty good. Well, okay, well, I mean, this is the update that introduces us to infinite speed up. Like, this has to be a good damn update, you know? Like, this has to be a damn good update. New Fate stuff is really cool. Shiro is crazy busted for some reason. I'm really glad they gave Kaihime justice, I would say. I think I actually really like Kaihime. I might actually get her Ultra Form if I get the chance. Because I'm actually like... I do like Kaihime a lot. So I definitely want to give Kaihime Ultra Form a try. Saber Talent is good. Sakura Talent is alright. Carousel Talent, personally, I think it's good. But I'm sure a lot of people would probably disagree. I think it's fine. Saki Talent is weird, but who knows? Maybe it's future-proofing. We'll see. Bottom of the Swamp and Prelude to Ruin Abyssal, I'm actually looking forward to. And the 30-day bonus into 7 days is pretty cool. I think just the fact that we got basically something for early game players as well, for people who just started EOC to be able to kind of like have a better reason and better time in EOC with like the infinite speed up and the login bonus. I think it's just overall makes this a great upgrade and a great update. And of course, too, what completely seals the deal is that they gave Cat Tarzan one more new usage. So congratulations for anyone who uses Cat Tarzan. But yeah, good update, good update. I want true form for all of the Luga units. Yeah, we haven't gotten Mamoruga true form, right? Have you seen the new ZL? It's another Nothing Burger, but I find it funny how they completely skip Musashi and use Mechapun. No, I have not seen the new ZL. I didn't see anyone talking about the new ZL, so I didn't really bother. The only ZL that I'm looking forward to right now is Darwin's. Because I know a lot of people say, like, Darwin's stage is, like, actually hard. I know a lot of people say, like, Darwin's stage is, like actually pretty fucking challenging, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, that's about it. I think that's all. That's all. So back to cookies. uh, I mean, there's really nothing in cookies, anyways. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? Wait, is there? Wait, you say someone spamming? I don't see any. I don't see any spam. No new enemies equals nothing burger. I mean, this is a fundamental game change, right? Like, I feel like fundamental game change is like cool enough. Plus, I don't think you need new enemies to make something interesting. Like we got the bottom of the swamp and Prelude to Ruin Abyssal. Like, I think that's already very interesting content that I'm looking forward to. Oh, unless you're talking about like ZL. I feel like even with some new enemies, ZLs or something, nothing burgers anyways. If the whole update is infinite speed up, I would have been more than satisfied. Yeah, basically. And I'm glad like the others are still like pretty good. Like, I think a lot of the talents and ultra forms and whatever is pretty decent. Saki is a bit weird, but whatever. But other than that, I think it's like overall just a pretty solid update all around. Alright. Since we're done here, let's move on to Cat Doll. And then I'm gonna end stream after that. Oh, wait, this is... they changed the background. That's pretty cool. Oh, they have the 11th anniversary cat as well. Oh, you know, that reminds me. I don't know if I've shown you guys this, or if you guys know about this. But did you guys know on the Mirror Haze wiki, you can click on this, you can give cat food on this guy. Can you see the cursor? This is a can of cat food now. If you tap on this guy, you're giving him food. It says thanks for the cat food, and it gets slightly bigger. Do you have more? It gets slightly bigger. Cheers to cat food, and you can give it bigger. Don't you think it's a bit too much? No, you give it more cat food. You better not feed me any more cat food. I'm getting pretty big. No, more cat food. Yeah. Save your cat food for rare capsules. No, more cat food. More cat food. I'm completely full. No more. Well. Ah, damn. He's back. Surprise, I'm back, but no more cat food now. Damn, okay. Now you can't feed it any more cat food. Fat Rice Cat origin story. No, Fat Rice Cat only wants to eat rice. Did you really just find that now? No, I've already saw that like a couple of weeks ago, but I just never shown it. But yeah, anyways. Cat Doll, what do I start with? Let's start with someone who has an update here. I can start with like Carousel or Kaihime or Saki. I mean, Carousel have like, how many traits do you have? Oh, just Dark and Zombie. How many traits does Saki have? You only have 2, right? Oh, Alien and Relic. Red and Alien, Alien and Zombie. I guess I can start with Kaihime. Kaihime, Dark and Zombie. No, you know what? Let's start with Carousel. Let's start with Carousel. Mighty Carousel. No, let's start with Evans. Okay. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. But hold on. So it's a true form, it's either a CC or a backliner. It's very cheap, not Dark or Zombie. Not area long range multi-hit. None of these abilities. Okay. Let me blow my nose real quick. Okay, so no area, no LD, no multi-hit. It's probably just a basic single target, and it's very cheap. And but it's a true form. It's either a CC or a backliner. I guess I can do something like Macho Legs, right? Okay. So it's single target. It's not. Oh wait, what did I say? Macho legs. It's not a CC or a backliner. Not a normal cat. It's CC or a backliner with single target. Cost is above 600. Version is not that new, but it's not that old either. Not that old, but not that new either. Single target CC. It's probably single target CC, right? It's probably a rare. Single target CC. I'm thinking of something like Stilts. But I think Stilts is below 600 cost, right? I'm not looking at chat as usual. It's not Gunslinger because it's dark, and I'm pretty sure Gunslinger is cheaper anyways. How much costs it Stilts? I don't remember. Single target CC. It's probably not a backliner, I assume. Because, like, what single target backliner are there that is not an Uber? Probably, like, only Hacker, but Hacker, the cost wouldn't be that low, right? And also... No, it can't be Hacker because it's its true form. So something that is still single target in true form, and is probably a CC and not a backliner. Would they count something like Dragon Cat as a backliner, actually? Actually, would they? Would they? Let me see if I do like Bat, Luxury Bat. Oh shit, it is a backliner. Okay, so it still counts as a backliner. Version is 5.0. Cost 750. Is it just a dragon? Is it just like Manic King Dragon or something like that? I don't know. Wait, Manix? Manix is 5. Is Manix 5.0? Is Manic 5.0? Hold on. Isn't that Manix? It is! Hell yeah. Okay, got it. Ah man, I hate the roll. I hate the roll part of this, but I guess it is what it is. Yeah, Manix is the big 5.0, right? But that's, I mean, I guess that's fine. I thought about dragons, but I thought that, like, dragon probably wouldn't count as a backliner, but I guess it is. Because dragon is, like, pretty high ranged. Like, that's why I just don't like the rolls here. If it's, like, range, I would have been fine. But if it's roll and it's like, would you count dragon as a backliner or a mid-ranger? It's like, who knows? Because, like, dragon is on, like, that range where it's like, it's a pretty high range, but it's not exactly that high. Like, it's not like Bahamut high either. Like, legs is 350 and bat and dragon are 400. And that's, like, I guess the separation between mid-ranger and backliner, but then it's like, Did you think it was a mid-ranger? Dragon is a bit weird. Dragon, I would say, is like a high mid-ranger or so. Yeah, I would say Dragon is kind of like a high mid-ranger. Lex and Cyborgs, I think, is like a high mid-ranger. Dragon is like a very high mid-ranger, but it's not exactly a backliner. I don't know. Dragon is like a backliner, but not quite. Yeah. MKD is 415. Yeah, but it's still like, you know, like they still count Bat as backliner, and Bat is 400, so. But yeah, anyways, that's cat though. Hint appears after one try. I can't do another. Okay, fine. I kind of want to see what like the hint is. I do. It probably just says like craze cats or whatever. But yeah, that's all for today. It's already been a good 2-hour stream. I guess it's relatively short because I started reviewing in like 30 minutes in, right? I mean, there's really not super that much in this update anyways, but I think it's like, I think it's still like worth it, right? Like it's just a couple of talents and ultra forms, but I think it's still pretty good because of the infinite speed up. What about the other Battle Cat Swirl? No, I think it's fine. This is already fine. There's 2 cat dolls. I know, but like 1 cat doll is already enough for now. But yeah, anyways, the PC ships is important, that's true. Anyways, thank you all for coming to the stream. I'm just gonna end it here. I probably will try to make this into a stream highlight somewhere this weekend. But I also have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Highlight ready, so I might upload 2 stream highlights this weekend. Last weekend, I only uploaded a Yu-Gi-Oh! Highlight, but no Battle Cats highlight. I do kind of want to do, you know, like a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! And a little bit of Battle Cats, but I also don't feel like it would be a good idea to only upload a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video for a weekly video. So we'll see. I haven't really fully like decided on like how I want to move forward with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I love making Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. It's great. I've been really liking my Yu-Gi-Oh! Journey so far. But yeah, anyways, thank you all for coming to the stream. I'll see you another time. Maybe it could be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. Who knows? Could be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream. But yeah, I'll see you later. Bye bye. Thank you all for coming to the stream. Bye bye. See ya. Bye bye. Yo, now hold on. Did someone say streets?